Good morning and welcome to another episode of RHI, stories of courage, hope, attitude, and inspiration. And we thank our generous sponsor, Wilson Kehoe in Winningham. And today we have two special guests. My name is Janine Stelmack. I'm a Donor Services Officer with the RHI Foundation. We have Hollie Oman, who's the chair of the Rehabilitation Hospital of Indiana, the rehab, the RHI sports program. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. And her sister, Tara McQuitty. And we got a generous gift from your company's foundation. So, Tara, if you go ahead and tell us a little bit why we got this grant and.
Well, I've always watched my sister and Nick play the adaptive sports basketball, and I knew what it meant for our family and what it meant to Hollie. So when I started at Hudson Insurance a couple years ago, I learned of the foundation and the grants that they give, and I missed it the first year. They do it every 2 years, and so I marked my calendar and followed up for 2019, and I made sure I got RHI's name in for the grant. So I submitted RHI's name and the work. Hollie helped me fill out the paper, but the work that they do, and then they got the $45,000 grant.
So now you're saying, so you, through Hollie and her son, can you just give a little, some folks might not know the whole story,
Okay.
Just a little bit, but.
Yeah, Hollie's son plays wheelchair basketball. He's at Auburn now playing wheelchair basketball. He was born with spinal bifida. And Hollie, through her work as a mother, she found out about the adaptive sports program and when Nick was little. And then Hollie became involved and helped with the galas, the fundraising, and then the breakfast. And then when I started attending the breakfast is when I learned a lot more of what it does for people and helps people. You know, not just children, not just birth defects, just anyone. And hearing the testimonials from them.
Like a couple years ago, I know we went to the format. We got went to the breakfast format, and so what Tara's talking about, that's one of the biggest fundraisers for the RHI sports program. It's a free breakfast that we have every year, and we try to feature a sport. I know the very first year we did have basketball. Because a lot of folks have not seen adaptive sports, so we try to have a sport that's a live sport demo, and you're saying we have speakers.
Yeah, and I listen to their stories as to why, maybe how they got their injury, and then how basically being involved in the adaptive sports helped them mentally and physically, and they felt like they had a self-worth again. They had, what do I want to say? They had people who were like them, and then they had this team, I guess. They had the team.
They can see a commonality.
And a life purpose.
A life purpose, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, I know Hollie and Tara, I know living through, I know you love your nephew.
Yeah.
We love the Oman family, period. Just how much you guys have given to the sports program. I'm going to cry. But just how you saw Nick flourish. Tara, you saw that.
Oh, yeah.
And you saw that, and you love your sister. And I'm sure that's what really bubbled up in you.
Oh,
and
sure.
You just see how the whole program, not only for Nick, but for everybody in that.
Yeah, and Hollie, I know it's not about Hollie, but she inspires. As soon as Nick, they knew Nick, had spinal bifida from the get-go. She just was strong and inspired. To me, she's an inspiration, to watch.
Wasn't expecting that.
That any mother, put in that position, but to watch her, and it was just, it meant a lot. It means a lot to me.
Well, we thank you, Tara, for being, obviously, and Hollie too, but just for obviously putting our name in. It's huge. We're growing the program. It's flourishing. We're just a few years ago, they were actually talking about even eliminating the sports program. So what a blessing it is. We thank you. We thank Hudson Insurance. We thank the Odyssey Foundation. Thank you very much.